Hello once again for yet another session. Welcome to Voice Notes, a live journal series where I document things related to a resolute mind. In today's topic, I am going to talk about something a little different. It relates to rejection. It relates to some secrets about rejection. Let's talk about it. To start, rejection in and of itself is such the unpleasant experience. Yet, there is a time when each one will walk through the hall of rejection. Rejection is a part of life, inasmuch as is acceptance. Rejection is the mirror to acceptance. They come in pairs, yet each in complement. Okay. Now, from an objective standpoint, rejection yields the absence of some positive outcome, though it may carry an emotional weight on the one who is being rejected. Though negative feelings may pop up, I take the opportunity to explore learnings and lessons from the experience of being rejected. I share with you some points. Point number 1. Rejection in learning. Rejection can be viewed in the same way as failure. Sometimes, when one fails, similar thoughts and emotions can be shared between failure and rejection. There is a general sense of disappointment as one fails to become approved by some external standard or requisite. Failure, as much as rejection, may also lead one to think that maybe he's just not good enough. He's not validated to continue doing what he was once doing. Rejection, inasmuch as failure, can be quite the confidence stealer. That is why I express interest in talking about rejection. It may cause one to stop doing what he intentionally set out to do. But I must say that just as failure, rejection is the first step towards learning any process, including developing one's inner sight. When one is rejected, he pauses for the moment and then may consider a few questions as he tries to figure out why he has indeed been rejected. Very important point. Point number 2. Rejection heightens one's sense of identity. It is important to be rejected at something. Let me repeat that. It is important to be rejected at something. Because if one is never rejected, he can never truly figure out where he belongs from where he does not belong. The feeling of not belonging heightens his awareness to something. He may not know exactly what it means in his life at the time, but he picks up on the fine differences that he realizes in his present reality. It is this difference that leads him to search for more answers. He searches for places and things of relatability. Now, this difference may cause his very world, which was once stable, to become disrupted, and he may even become disoriented or confused for a while. When the things that do not belong begin to be removed or washed away from his life, eventually he will begin to see the things, variables, and factors that better suit his person. In time, he grows more into his identity and not solely be as part of a crowd. This person grows into the individual which makes him who he is. Rejection and ejection must first come before a true identity is born. Point number 3. Rejection teaches one patience. When one is and feels rejected, he must also endure through patience. Patience is a saying not yet rather than no. When one is rejected, he must wait. There is nothing he can do about it. It is in the wait that the true lessons are learned as he prepares himself for what is to come later on in his life. It is in the wait he learns to develop resilience and useful mechanisms to help cope through the waiting process. He learns to be more silent and allow life's process to work through him. Sometimes, life removes the images and objects that may take away the main focus. Life is trying to point out something, and sometimes these proposed opportunities come in the way to remove one from his main course. Now I tell you a secret. Anything that is not offered, that is through a rejection, is not paramount for one's life course. If you never received it, then you sure won't need it to complete your life's course. Always remember this point, very important point. It does mean to let go when it is time to let go. It does mean relaxing in times of letting go. Point number 4. Rejection as a point of reflection. Rejection may not have anything to do with you, really. Think about it. Most times, decisions are made with interest directed towards the deciding body. People choose what interests them most. That is all. That is all there is to it. They see what they want to see. When they choose, the choice mainly reflects the decider. Now, I can go deeper with this. Let me go there. It does mean, listen to this. It does mean the more abstract you become, the less relatability and thus favorability there is to it. Most persons choose what they can relate to. If someone else cannot relate to you, then it is just that. There is lack of relatability, nothing more. What it does mean, however, is to still hold on to one's true self, as it creates a sense of rarity for you if you're not relatable. Now, this is the secret. It takes great effort and practice to still continue doing what you need to do despite the lack of relatability. This is very important in developing the whole self. It takes greater faith to overcome the doubts that may step in because of isolation. I say press on, no worries. And on to my final point. Have confidence. Few persons can reject you, no problem. Many persons can reject you, no problem. A whole crowd can reject you, no problem there. But never let it be the problem that you reject yourself. Have confidence in the self and continue working as you would. Many would not know this, but it is in this specific place, that sweet spot, where one operates in faith. Because one does not do because he sees, one does in spite of not being able to see or not being seen or heard. This is the testing for developing one's true faith. Think about it. and I rest my point here. So, thank you for listening once again, and hope to see you until next time. Adios, my friend. Bye-bye.